We are now on to Rift for what could be the last game of the night, but we certainly don't hope so, as SoftBank, they managed to pick up game number 2 and lose game number 3. They have to win here on out if they want to continue on in the upper bracket and meet CFO next week in that upper bracket final.
So PSG looking for something here. Are spotted on a ward. All 5 of them, so you can, if you're SoftBank, go get wards.
Oh, hook goes wide there from Vista.
Yeah, it could have been very scary. Maybe losing a flash if you're PSG there.
Yeah, I think that was a winning level 1 for SoftBank if that hook is to connect. But
yeah, SHG, Nautilus, so good. Talia.
Yeah, even Smolder at level 1, possibly better than Lucian.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe start W and...
Yeah, you have the slow. It does a lot of damage, just the base damage of it. Constant Talia threaded volleys. But it wasn't to be. We're going to have standard laning. See what RJ does. He's not going to be able to invade the jungle because, well, Forest, he started bot side this time.
This time, Betty not greeting his summoner. Has the cleanse against the SHG. Just have to respect that.
Okay, hook lands. Good reaction times out of Vista. It is a trade going in favor once again of Betty and Woody, and you do expect that, of course.
Yeah. Can't really walk up to this wave.
And my oh my. If it isn't PSG punishing a Smolder pick.
Yeah, it's nice to see Woody on range champs again.
Yeah.
Betty and Woody are so good at laning and punishing when they have the stronger lane. They're the only bot lane I think we've seen play Caitlyn Lux. And they had amazing success.
I think so. I don't remember now.
No one else really had a memorable experience, memorable performance on it either way.
Ching9 played a game of Caitlyn. I don't remember if it was with Lux.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
That was in week 1. That was the game where there were like 4 Barons and 2 Dragons, and then they lost.
Oh.
Yeah. Big jobs. As it happens.
Heavy taking some rough trades, as you do against an Udyr.
Yeah, last game that we saw this matchup, Evie was actually stronger early on because RJ lost a considerable amount of his health invading and trying to put Forest behind. This time, not doing that means that he is in firm control of the lane. Even solo killing last time round, and this time it's looking like he's in an even stronger position.
Yeah, so Forest has decided he doesn't need to protect his bot lane this game and is just going to let them fend for themselves.
Yeah.
Marvel does have TP, so even if he goes down, it's okay.
Chunji has decided he was supposed to protect his bot lane. Hook lands, no one's tanking the tower yet. Betty maybe with the aggro. No, Woody is, and he's tanking it perfectly. First blood over to Betty. And what a fantastically played dive.
Yeah, Marble does get to live and farm up this wave, though, so you're kind of okay with it. Not a single summoner used from PSG is kind of incredible to pull off a dive like that. Both summoners used by Vista.
Yeah, this is going to be a problem. Yes, if Smolder lived and we'll get those stacks, but now Lucian just picked himself up 400 gold.
Yep.
Even Nami now with an amp tome going to make her just that much stronger.
Yeah, Marble's got to rush to get this wave in. If he's slow to get this in, he's going to find himself in a horrific spot. Yeah, I don't think he's got the wave in time. So,
yeah, it's impossible before we get any upgrades, to be fair.
That's a disaster.
Does have teleport, but...
Yeah, but he's probably just TPing, back to a frozen wave.
Forest coming. If they can hold on for just a little bit, and Vista loses a sizable amount of his HP.
Yeah.
Forest very close by now is just going to come, walk on in and help them. Clear this up.
Tiamat on the cannon, and Forest is not done here. He needs to come to this lane and help his bot lane crash it into the tower. Just prioritizing clearing, and they see him on a ward, so they can play aggressively in the bot lane. Maybe just seeing him there is going to mean that they don't feel like they can trade too hard. But you still have all your sums up and no flash on the Nautilus. So, okay. Wave is no longer frozen. So Marble and Vista are going to take it back. Marble can TP back to the lane. I don't think you're done being dived, so I think you just go for a walk back to lane here.
Wood Grubs and Dragon now available. I do kind of expect Junjia to just path back to his bot side.
Yeah.
Maybe look for a dive and then Dragon, or you could just do the Dragon. It is the more surefire. What's the word I'm looking for? the more certain play.
Yeah, up against the Smolder, right? You don't want to risk these fights against a Renekton at this point.
Yeah.
Heavy is down a level, not level 60 yet. Talia should have shove in the mid lane and first move. Is level 6 on the Talia now.
Junji gets one of the Void Grubs, so honestly, I feel like that's just job done now.
Yeah, he can just leave. Dasher is here. Maple's coming too. Okay.
As long as next Void Grubs you get one, you don't really care.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you could have just come and dove bot, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're okay giving up the Void Grubs against Smolder, honestly. Usually playing for a Dragon win condition. Marble having to last hit a lot with his W this game is going to get his 25 stacks off of this wave, and that's going to alleviate a lot of the shove that the Lucian Nami have. And help him stack up a bit faster.
Maple trying to find some damage for himself, and will do so. Phase Rush was propped by Dasher there.
Yeah, nice little trade by Maple. Both mid laners pretty meek at this point, with Tier and Boots being their first backs.
That's right. So if Renekton gets onto them with Color the Meek.
Yeah. That could be very bad. Super effective.
Who's the most Pokemon-like champ in this game? Talia? No, maybe. Maybe
she's
Smolder.
A person. Yeah, Smolder. True.
I mean, pretty quiet. There was the kill, but I'm kind of surprised that PSG aren't putting more pressure down here. Like, yes, Betty and Woody are just pressuring it, and they have got themselves a near on 20 CS gap, but
yeah.
I think Junjia could be looking. No summoners was used in that last dive.
On the red buff, if he gets this, he gets level 6, but
yeah.
I don't think Force is going to be in time to stop him. He doesn't have Smite, Junjia.
Yeah, he's going to kite this into the bush. Forrest isn't even going to it, though. Forrest is going to Krug, so it is just Junjia's. Oh! Oh! Who got it? Oh,
whoa.
Forrest got it!
Okay.
Oh my god!
Giga
what a
Chad.
beast!
Oh my goodness. And Woody almost goes down. Bot lane feel like they have to trade hard.
I guess he got hooked?
Bot lane trading hard to protect their jungler, I guess.
Damn, this Forrest guy.
Yeah, that was psychotic. Flashes so that his flail connects. I guess knows that Junjia's smite is down.
Dude, even the Werewolf to just put that pink ward over the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, that was absolutely crazy. And that's just going to delay any pressure Junjia can put on the spot lane.
Yeah, now he's just going back to his top side to clear top to bottom again.
Yeah.
Which doesn't feel ideal. Now, Betty is going to be left alone in the bot lane with Marble, but he shouldn't ever really have kill pressure.
Yeah, Marble's got a base up on him.
Yeah, and it would take a big misplay out of Marble to really go down.
And Evie's suffering in this matchup, but CSing better than Aja.
Oh no! Seismic Shove lands after a missed flash from Maple, but it's the damage coming through onto Forrest that's the real thing to talk about.
Yeah.
What he does use that heal onto Maple, and he gets the execute!
No way.
Maple from downtown!
Yeah, there was just no damage onto this way, just a Tier and Boots on the Talia. She had a lost chapter even, but Woody just out-tempoing Vista. Another advantage of having the hard-winning bot lane is that Woody gets a recall pretty freely without Betty really losing anything, and he's there to protect Maple.
I think Maple flashed into
it. Yeah.
Forrest is a beast, man.
Yeah, sadly goes down there, but he's got an item completed. He's the first guy with a finished item. Actually, Betty has a static shiv already. That's terrifying.
Yeah, but nice Val. I mean, it's going to be pretty good for your Smolder.
Yeah. Have to get him there, though. 45 stacks at 9 minutes is not where you want to be.
Yeah, that's kind of similar to Betty in Game 2, right? And we saw how rough that was for the most part.
Evie winning a trade, but having to use his ultimate to do it. Vista could be in trouble.
Just going to take a bit of a knock on the head from Maple.
Yeah, and you've got to go get level 6 on this Nautilus ASAP.
Yeah, Marble recognizing that the boys are coming.
Yeah, gets out of there, and Vista again could be in trouble. They do see Junjia now, and they're going to trade the Void Grubs for a couple of these waves on Smolder. This is pretty horrific for Marble. Void Grubs aren't going to be doing a whole lot for him. Actually, Forrest just gets off of the Void Grubs, and He makes his way down bot. Vista loses 60%, and it's Eclipse this time for Evie.
Okay.
Taking a different approach to this matchup.
You know, maybe I might be one of the few people in the world that kind of like watching these Smolder games, because it becomes quickly a competition of how hard can you destroy this champion in lane.
Yeah.
If you destroy it hard enough, you get a lot of time to then scale up. But if you can't, you just lose at 20 minutes.
Yeah, and it's going to be 3 Void Grubs each, so you're going to be relieved if you're SoftBank spot lane, who now don't have to worry about just passively losing their turret.
Yeah, Junji is just going to take the 1, doesn't really care about the 3.
Yeah. 2-3, no diff.
Yeah, literally. It's like 3 extra damage per second or something.
Yeah, it's 5 and 6 where you're going crazy. And yeah, Junji taking 1 means that SoftBank can't even get to 5, so who cares at that point?
Yeah, Dragon now spawning in. PSG should be headed down there to look for it.
Junji
I don't think...
is nowhere near it.
Yeah, there are pings coming onto it. A lot of on-the-way pings. Junjia is now coming down. See if he can get there. Maple clearing out mid-wave. It has started. I mean, if Junjia can get here in time, he might actually just be too late.
Yeah, this is massive for SoftBank if they can get it and not lose too many members.
This is going down. Hook misses. It's going to throw Vista, though, into the team. Through comes that tidal wave. Woody is going to help out with this maybe kill on Vista. Not yet. Season assist used. They find 1. It's returned, though, as Marble's going to be able to claim himself a kill in return. RG on Udi's 1v3. He's not dying. Heal coming through from that Nami, and Evie's actually finding the damage. Triple kill for Evie on the big croc, and it's going to be a quadra. Dasher taking that one, but what a psychopath, Evie.
Yeah, Evie just out of nowhere takes over that fight. It looked like a disaster for SoftBank for a second there. It was just a Renekton in the pit with Betty, Woody, and Aja just all onto him, and he just one-shots Betty, I think it was. Yeah. And that fight heals back to full. And that is a miracle for SoftBank. I think even if they just got that dragon uncontested, that was a miracle. And good enough, but they managed to win a fight off of it too. And I'd say, despite a slight gold lead for PSG, that puts SoftBank in a winning position now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, take a look at it again. I mean, I thought this was off to a disaster start as Vista lands the hook on the Pacific.
I'm frustrated with Vista even throwing the hook at this point. It feels like you're just going to get the dragon and get out. Woody loses his flash insta. And then Vista takes so long to go down. Nice ulti by Forrest, who's playing very well this game. And then Evie actually just shows how much more impact you can have on the Renekton at this point in the game than pretty much any other top laner. It looks like he's just dead. Nice bubble from Woody, but this flash Q from Evie. Should have given him the quadra, but whatever. We'll give 1 kill to a scaling champ.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, he hits us with the thumbs up on the player cam.
Yeah, we're up to the 3rd thumbs up for this game. Yeah, and maybe what we missed is that we just scale with thumbs ups.
Maybe.
1 not enough.
Yeah, maybe it's like TFT traits.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it's a 4 trait, 3 trait.
Oh, gonna land in Glacial Prison. Depth charge as well. Junjia, he's CC'd up forever. And Marble gets it with Mum.
Yeah, it looks like his tower going down here, though. Maple zoning people away, and it is first tower picked up for the spot lane of PSG, who have done a good job up until that disaster of a fight. They do eventually pick up the turret. 14 minutes. It's about the same timing when SoftBank were punishing the Smolder themselves. Maybe even faster.
Yeah, 2-0-2 on the Smolder, though.
Yeah, I think he is very, despite CS. So last game we saw even CS and a massively accelerated Smolder. This game, I think we're even CS, but the Smolder has not been able to prioritize stacking over farm.
Yeah.
He's just had to W and ulti a lot of waves rather than last hit with his Q.
Talia. Dasher on the Talia will have that upgraded Seraph now. Maple's still lagging a little bit far behind in that regard.
Yeah, way behind.
Shouldn't be too impactful, though, as Betty and Woody now being in the mid lane is going to open up these other objectives. Because we're still not at the point where Smolder is actually strong. No. She's just not that weak anymore, but still Lucian and Nami will be completely fine to deal with her. Oh,
Yeah,
Chia
and
is
I think
confident.
Evie still has his work cut out for him this game. He has to have another fight like that under his belt if they're going to get 2 Smolder stacks.
Tower's going to help, though, as pressure on the side wave for Dasher is going to give over some gold if he's able to finish off the tower.
Yeah, I don't think he can. I think Aja might be here in time. Oh, it's going to be close. No.
He's going to leave it.
Yeah, better to not risk it. Yeah, maybe one more auto would have done it along with the wave, but you want to play pretty risk-averse when you've got the scaling comp at the end of the day.
Bidding out 2 items, though. That's a very scary Lucian.
Yeah, terrifying. With the rapid fire cannon, is just going to be taking, 30 to 50% of anyone's HP off, except for Forest. With the Lucian Nami combo.
It is kind of scary to dash forward this game as Lucian, though. Like, Nautilus ult, there's Sejuani ult, a Renekton could be anywhere. Even, honestly, you dash forward, and if you're not able to get enough of those passive strikes off, then Weaver's Wall as well can just cut you off.
Yeah.
Easily lose summoners in many different ways.
Edge of Night onto Marble now, who hopefully will be clicked on so we can see his stats. Less than 125 either way. I'd be in disbelief if SoftBank contested this dragon.
This is the Edge of Night. You mean Essence Reaver?
What did I say?
Edge of Night.
Oh.
Addicted to TFT.
Yeah.
Cloud Dragon, it will be the second now of the game for either team who gets it. PSG with priority over the river. And obviously Hui makes it hard for you to ever enter. Evie, though, he's found himself on a flank. Let's see what he can find. Weaver's Walls, Scattered Earth, but it's the culling that's doing the most of the damage. Mum coming through, and through comes that Spiraling Despair. Cease and desist. Evie's going to be taken out. Oh, Willie, the Cull of the Making, the healing. Evie is going nuclear in this game. Maple trying to do it himself, but the seismic shove landing on Betty's going to shut down this AD carry in no time at all. And Evie having everything he'd want.
He jumps into 4 people in that fight. Looks like he's just going down, manages to take a kill on his way out and live on a sliver of HP, and he recognizes how much work he has to do this game. I didn't think SoftBank could take a fight at this point, but they're just stronger already, and it's the same position PSG were in last game. You're ahead with a Smolder. So it's going to be very difficult for PSG now to play the flip side of this. And PSG feel like they should be much stronger in fights at this point, and I agree with them. It just takes heroics out of Evie, I think. Nice Weaver's Wall. Really funnels them onto the Shattered Earth here, and then Evie just takes the Blast Cone and sends it into 4 people. Junji, a nice flash into the ult, but cannot keep this Renekton down. Another nice ult from Forest, catching the Vi, stopping her from following up onto Evie. And then Betty, slightly early cleanse, little out of position there. Just goes down. 3-0. 3 on Evie and Marble.
Evie is menacing.
Yeah.
Absolutely
I like this build.
menacing.
I like this build a lot more than the Black Cleaver.
Yeah. No, this is insane how much work Evie's been able to get done as this Renekton. Betty, you have to be careful. There is a Nautilus nearby. And he will play accordingly. RJ, he's on the bot side. See if he can get any damage onto this tower. Oh.
Junjia is here to protect Maple.
It looks like Maple should be able to pick up that wave. We'll do so. Not all that much damage coming through onto the turret.
Yeah, and bot lane of PSG rotating again, and SoftBank just getting out of there, not
There's a teleport advantage for RG here. This could be a 4v5 very, very quickly. Nice Glacial Prison lands onto Woody, and it's going to deny any real follow-up coming through. Obviously, Forest barely took any damage whatsoever.
Yeah, and this is kind of what we saw in Game 2 a bit as well. PSG can over-rotate at times, and I think SoftBank are playing really well around it. Marble is just happily doing Raptors, while his team kind of groups around bot and reels PSG, and PSG send 4. Sejuani ult, walk away, and you've just wasted a bunch of time that could have been spent maybe setting up an objective, maybe stoning the Smolder, or harassing him on the mid-wave. It's a good look from SoftBank so far.
Sure, Baron now live. Both teams can realistically look for it. RJ and Evie, they're duking it out. Junji is going to make the odds ever so closer into PSG's favor, but Junji is getting taken out very, very low. Is actually going to have to start running away from the Renekton, who flashes forward. Junji at 1 HP does go down. Evie in the 1v3 trades 1 for 1. And now Woody is trying to defend his mid lane up against both these bot laners. This Rift Herald will crash. Will they be able to pick up this tower?
Yeah,
Maybe.
they should be able to. He's going to give the gold over to Betty. It might still end up getting split.
Yeah, half and half, but that's not the worst. They do pick up an inner tower for themselves. So once again, PSG, it feels like they shouldn't really have much sort of leeway in this game, but they are still finding things elsewhere on the map.
So Evie does take a great fight, and he manages to get a kill in that 1v3. But he does lose his flash, which is almost your only spell on Renekton when it comes to these team fights. He's not going to have it up for this next dragon. You don't have to contest the dragon if you're SoftBank, but you do have to contest the Baron if PSG threaten it.
Yeah.
And not having that flash could hurt him. He does hurt PSG's tempo a lot by getting that kill onto Junjia. And his team's able to trade a tower. But PSG, on the other hand, not going down easy as you expect at this point.
Sure. Betty now, 3 items. He is very, very strong. If he's able to play these team fights how he wants to, it will be very, very good for PSG. But it's not the easiest, honestly. You are just up against a Sejuani, a Taliyah, a Nautilus. Even the Renekton, obviously, Evie. Pretty much the sole reason they're able to find themselves in the position they currently are in.
Yeah, and Renekton's not supposed to be a great team fighter, but in these early fights, once he has a couple items, there's almost no champion as strong. If he can just find himself in the middle of a couple people. I think we are at the point now where Evie is just going to go down very quickly to the Lucian or even the Hui.
Yeah.
And they're not quite at their smolder stacks either, so this is a scary point in the game for SoftBank.
Teleporting in. Betty, I mean, at this stage of the game as Lucian, generally you want to be able to look for aggressive trades on the mid wave, but against so much TC, it's very hard to. Vista flashes forward, he lands it onto Hui. He might just go down, but Maple is as well. Betty trades back 1. On the other side, Junji is getting focused down Forest, and the rest of the boys, especially with that permafrost landing, should be able to find this Vi. Betty and Woody, they're kind of try to get to the aid of Junjia, maybe not being able to. Bubble does land, and Betty so low. Junjia is going to be found. Marvel once again picking himself up a kill. It's 2-1. Once again, SoftBank, they're looking so good here in game number 4.
Yeah, but up against PSG, it's still like trying to draw water from a stone to get even, you know, a single kill. They managed to get 2 at the end there.
Yeah, after Maple's picked off at the start.
Yeah, it's 4v5 instantly, and you're ahead, and it just takes forever to chase these kills down. And you blow just about every flash. Marble pretty smartly holding on to his. It's not worth flashing for kills as Smolder. You're eyeballing pentakills at this point. And yeah, what a it's the flash from
time.
Maple. Yeah, a bit of bad luck for Maple in this game. Some of these flashes just not working out, and Forest here lands this permafrost onto Junjia and then interrupts Junjia's Q with the Sejuani dash. Still takes them forever to eventually watch this bubble from Woody too, kind of predicting the Renekton E.
Betty doing his damnedest.
Yeah, it does a lot of damage, that fight, and the shove went the wrong way. Betty gives him a thumbs up.
Oh, he's not happy.
Yeah, Dasher a bit annoyed that he's pushed the Lucian the wrong way. Pretty inconsequential, I think. I don't think that changes the dragon into a Baron for you. But would have been nice to shut down the solution, get some extra gold.
That fight being that close, despite you were essentially down a mid laner.
Yeah, instantly.
He got the ult off, but not all that much follow-up afterwards. And especially on Hui, who is just an artillery mage.
Yeah, he can do so much damage throughout a fight if he manages to just survive in the backline.
Yeah. 4-0-4 though, Marble on the Smolder, feeling very, very good about himself. 224 stacks, so he is going to
he's there.
apex his stacks. 25 minutes. It's a little bit slow, of course. It was a rough start to the game for him.
Not as slow as we kind of expected, and I think just because how well these team fights have gone for SoftBank from what felt like a disadvantageous position, they've just been outplaying in these team fights, honestly.
Started up. RJ's not in the area, but looks like surely they have to get off this. Forest is happy tanking it for now, and they're staying on it. Maple can get some vision with the Horizon focus, and we've seen Junjia steal these many a time before. Forest versus Junjia. Glacial Prison comes out, and it's going to be confirmed. It was actually Dealer who gets it. And now Betty's with the culling, trying to find the damage. Evie, 1 HP. Marble does have the stacks. RJ's going to be able to survive. Junjia running away from Dasher up on the top side of the fight, and Baron, no one taken out. SoftBank Hawks are very comfortably ahead in this one.
Yeah, it's looking like they should just take this one. Even PSG, I don't think, could make this game difficult. Those might be famous last words, though. And that was such a nice ult from Forest onto Junjia to just eliminate any chance of a steal. It was getting a bit scary that as it was getting down to 1,700, 1,500, that maybe Junjia was going to go for a steal, but the Sejuani ultimate just shuts it down. And Forest is having a great game. Just,
Forest is,
yeah, all game. We questioned his pathing in the early game, but his bot lane kind of got away with it.
Oh, did they ever? You got a 404 Smolder who's at stacks, 3 items. I mean, this is exactly what you want if you are SoftBank. Looks, I mean, PSG, they're not out of it, but it's a very difficult game to play from this point. Weaver's Wall coming through. Betty chunked down to near on half HP. In fact, even lower than.
Yeah, this is the Smolder experience now. He has his rapid fire. He has his stacks. So anytime he just walks up WQs and you're missing half your HP.
Yeah, Evie claiming himself that inner turret in the middle lane. Betty coming to try and clear it out and maybe find some damage onto that Renekton. Won't be able to do so. Maple, RJ, Junjia, they've got to try clear this wave. It's not easy against the Baroned up minions. Hui, of course, does help out a little bit, and Betty constantly trying to find damage just to alleviate some of this pressure coming through from this 5-man unit.
Yeah, Evie's crashed the wave mid now.
Yeah, Mum coming down though. Betty's going to get chunked out. He's not going to get taken out, but that seismic shove landing onto RJ should mean we have a dead Udyr on our hands. Forest is going to be answered back, maybe. No, he just lives, and now Evie, he's on the back line. Flash, cleanse, Betty gets away. Does he? No, he doesn't. Slice and dice. 3 down, only Vista down for the side of SoftBank, and 4 people left. It's only a Nexus that stands in their way. Maple and Woody, they're going to try and clear it out, but Baron is still well and truly alive. There's 30 seconds left on it. Maybe not enough left in the tank.
He has Shattered Earth to deal with, and Nautilus Hook, a Sejuani ulti. Going to be an inhib now for SoftBank Hawks.
Yeah.
And, I mean, we're kind of writing this one off.
Yeah, it's about to be the Cloud Soul as well.
Yeah, ridiculous that they've got 3 dragons.
Yeah.
That's usually supposed to be the enemy team getting a bunch of dragons, and Zhonya's, for good measure, picked up 4 Marble. Seems like an AP item coming in pretty often.
What on earth? Just a fleet footwork proc into 4,000 miles an hour?
Oh, yeah, with 2 Windrakes. Gets his 3rd now as well.
Yeah. Now, I mean, who's the scariest for? Probably Renekton. Oh, we might see it here. Yep, he's going to be speedy. Tidal Wave is nice, but it's not nice enough to keep him alive. Junjia now trying to find his way out. Evie is just the fastest champion on the Rift. Cloud Soul helping out a lot, but maybe he's gone a little bit too deep as he is going to get that Sterix proc. He does manage to get out of there. And even gets out some of these massive cooldowns. Forward goes Forest. He lands a stun. It lands onto RJ, who shouldn't be too phased, all things considered. But now Forest is the one running around at 5,000 miles an hour. Teleport coming through now from Ezzy. And a fantastic seismic shove. Yet again, Maple getting stunned up. He's getting taken out. And Betty coming back. But it's a double kill for Marble on the Smolder. 2v5 has to be what PSG can pull off to not take us now to a game number 5. But I think this one's done and dusted. Nexus Tower number 1. In fact, maybe not even. Junjia hooked and shoved and taken out. It's going to be another kill here for Evie on the Croc as Nexus Tower number 2 will be taken out, and eventually the Nexus as well.
Yep.
SoftBank Hawks, they're taking us to Silver Scrapes. They have what it takes. It's all down to one more game to see who goes up against CFO.
Yeah, a couple of shoves at the end there after